Alright, so hello and welcome to our Physics 1 lab. This is Physics 1, Coursera Physics 1 with lab, and this is the constant velocity lab. So as you can see, there is a football or soccer ball placed over there, which will be rolled, and alongside, as you can see, there is a sort of roll, which works as a ruler. It doesn't really play much of a role in the video. It just sort of gives a guide to try to keep the ball in line as it goes across the table. So now we will push the ball across the table and see, and later we'll take this into Tracker and actually analyze how constant velocity, how the forces play a massive role on this ball, especially the pull of gravity and the force coming off of as the ball is placed on the surface. So this is an attempt on rolling the ball across the flat surface that we have. Alright, now we're getting into the tracker information. So so now we have the football or soccer ball going in the negative X direction. As we can see, all the data has been plotted out over here. So based on the formula delta R over delta T, we get the velocity to be 0.2 meters per second. So based on that, now we will go into Python, where all the coding has been done, and here, as you can see, all the information has been filled out respectively, the mass of the ball, and so on. 0.4, pardon me. Over here we have delta t stated as 0.01, which is the time factor, and the while loop has been generated. So basically we have the restriction. The information here is gathered based off of the understanding that we made in Tracker. So fnet obviously will have to equal 0 because sum of all forces equals 0. Then we see that the velocity we have, the formulas that were explained earlier are now being applied in Python. Ball.vel would mean the velocity equals initial velocity plus fnet divided by the mass times delta t. And then we have the position of the ball equals initial position plus ball.velocity times delta t. Now we also have to consider that in some points we will have to uncomment some data types to make them work based on the system of coding in Python. So as you can see, we have uncommented here for the graph, as well as for the eventual output to run, we have uncommented. So now let's quickly just get into run. Let's just run module to see what exactly happens. So as we can see here, the system has done pretty much what's expected. The ball from origin goes towards negative x-axis, similar to what we saw over here in Tracker. Real quick, we can just repeat this real quick. As we can see, the ball is going in the negative x direction. So what we're seeing is that the ball is doing pretty much what's expected. Let me throw in the comparison right now. So this is done off of the computer generated, and the dots are the experimental. So what we're seeing is I haven't used a spreadsheet, but I have used another online graphing system to get this done. So although it's not 100% accurate, we can see that the computer generated and experimental sorta do go along similar lines, showing that
the experiment was indeed successful.